Welcome to My The Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right. We got a juicy little scenario for you. If you remember, I think it was what? Episode, episode 55, where we did what is the worst reason you've heard for cheating on someone. We got one that's sort of similar to that one. And I think you guys are going to like this one. It's called, Why Did You Break Up With Your Previous Partner? All right, let's get into it. She got into a car with two men she met at a bar on a whim and drove 300 miles with them to a party city. Later, she bragged to me about how adventurous she was. I'm glad she was okay, but I knew that the moment that she wasn't right for me. Bro, she got into the car with two random ass motherfuckers that she never, she doesn't even know these guys. She was just like, oh my God, you guys are super fun. And they're just like, yo, you want to go to a party city with us? Like 300 miles that way? Sure. Why the fuck not? It's not like I have a boyfriend or anything. Like, what the fuck? My God, dude. Oh, God. All right. We had too much in common. I liked women and she liked women. Okay. So I guess he didn't like the fact that she liked girls. And that's the reason why he split up. All right. Cool then. Okay. I mean, there's not much to go off that, I guess. She wouldn't stop having sex with other people, even though I specifically asked her not to. Nigga, what? What? Why do you feel like you have to ask her that? No, this is my thing. We are in a relationship, so why would I have to ask you, hey, can you not have sex with other people? What? That's the weirdest shit I have ever experienced. This dude straight up asked his girl, hey, can you not have sex with other dudes? Like, I mean, I thought that was applied in, I thought that was a part of the deal here, like exclusivity, right? That's a part of the deal. This is what we get in the package, okay, I guess not. I guess not, brother. He got a prostitute pregnant. What the fuck? What? How? Okay, hold on. I think there's more. The only reason I found out about the whole situation is because him and his buddies were regulars at the brothel, and I guess word got around that his girl was pregnant. I'm sure she kept the baby because he was in the military. Good on her, so he can pay up the ass forever. His bunkmate told me about the whole thing. He liked me, so I don't know if he thought by telling me I would want to be with him. I confronted my partner. He denied it, but eventually owned up to it. We tried working through it. He proposed. I accepted, but I couldn't forgive him, so we ended up breaking up. Bitch, you're stupid. I was 19, 20. He was 25. It was too much for me. Only reason I stayed with him so long after I found out everything was because he was my first everything and I didn't want to lose that. I'm fine now, still have trust issues, but I do my best not to let that carry into other relationships. Bro, what the fuck? Who the hell gets a prostitute pregnant? How? What in the hell? This motherfucker was fucking prostitutes so often, and the same one so often, that he got this chick pregnant, and then you were like, oh, good on him, he's gonna have to take care of that kid, and then your dumbass went back to him. Oh my God, your dumbass went back to him, got married to him, and then was just like, you know what? I thought I could deal with this, but I don't think I can deal with this. I only came back because you were my first everything. So, you know what? Deuces. I swear, man. Oh. You people are crazy. I would never. I would never. The hell are we doing? What are we doing here? What kind of clown train are we running? Oh my God. No matter what life threw at her, my ex always managed to land on her back with her legs in the air. God damn! Oh no! Damn, bro! That's brutal. Like, no matter what that bitch went through, man, she always landed on her back with her legs up. God damn, I can give it to her. Oh, he said in layman's terms, that bitch was a whore. Golly. Oh my God. Because I was immature and thought that my ex was a bad person, but it turned out that I was the bad one. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Damn. I dated a girl that pulled the old, it was a test thing. One night she told me she wanted to go out drinking, but didn't want me to have sex with her. When she got drunk, I agreed. She got drunk and threw herself at me. I refused and put her to bed. She was pissed. The next day she said it was all a test and I passed. I told her if she ever did it again, we were done. I wasn't going to be toyed with. Well, we're not together now. Guess why? She did it again. You know, good on you, man, because if a chick feels like she has to sit here and play these mind games of just like, oh, I'm going to throw myself sexually at you and then you have to not do it. Like, bitch, what? No, shut up. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, why are we doing that? Why are we playing all these games? We're together. We're dating already. Stop. You know, like, that's ridiculous. I get it, maybe if you guys weren't dating and she kind of wanted to just see like, you know, are you really in it for me or are you in it for the sex? But they're dating. They're in a relationship. They're together. It's like, you should have got all that shit out of the way in the talking stage and in the stage, you know, before, or the dating stage, whatever you want to fucking call it. That's where you do that bullshit. Not, we're already together in a relationship. We're already together in a relationship. You know, if I want to smash, we should be able to smash. Like, come on. It's ridiculous. She decided we were in an open relationship behind my back. Yo! She said, what do you mean we were in an open relationship? He went up to her and was just like, baby, what the fuck? Why did you cheat on me? She's like, cheat on you? What do you mean? We were in an open relationship. You didn't get the memo? You didn't get the email I sent? Oh my God, bro. Oh man. Women out here getting away with murder, bruh. She said, what do you mean? You didn't get the email? We're in an open relationship. Oh, shit. I came to her asking to talk to her about our problems and things I can do to help in return. I asked her for help. She laughed at me. There were other problems, but that was the nail in the coffin. Oh, okay. You know, and I always say, like, if you're having problems in a relationship and things aren't working out and you're trying to talk to them and just nothing's getting across, breaking up with them is the next best thing, because a lot of times, you know, they're going to realize what life is like without you. And a lot of times they're like, ooh, okay, now I'm willing to work things out. You know, it kind of happens that way sometimes. So, yeah. Because he downloaded Tinder where he met a girl, was texting with her for over a month, told her he was living with his cousin. We were living together. And then went on a date with her. Oh my God. I love the comments. It's like, heard he fucks his cousin though. Did you guys stay cousins after? Yo, the comments are kind of wild, I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh my God. The comments are kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit. That nigga said, did you guys stay cousins after? Oh man, but homeboy's kind of wild for that. He downloaded Tinder and was like, he had a whole thing on the side. He said, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. Oh man. To put it plainly, the girl tried to kill me. She tried to run me over with her car as I walked on the sidewalk. Twice she tried to run me over with her car. 2 times. One was a huge mess. She ended up paying for including the damages to my car she caused. Then the next one was a cracked oil pan and dipped off the skid plate for her car after hopping the sidewalk. Yo, what did you do? Okay, she's crazy. Don't get me wrong. She's crazy. But what did you do to make her so crazy that she was just like, you know what? I got something for you, motherfucker. I got something for you. She goes in the house. She grabs your keys. She gets in your car and tries to run you over. And this happens twice. Once with your car and the second with hers. Where you're probably like at home or something and she's just like, oh yeah, motherfucker, come outside. Yeah, come on. Come out. Wait for me outside. Wait for me outside. She driving there. Shit, I'm going to run this nigga over. I'm going to hop the curb and I'm going to run this motherfucker over. How dare he do whatever he did? Like, what did you do? That's what I want to know. What did you do? Because bitches don't just run niggas over for nothing, all right? They ain't running them over for nothing. You had to do something. You had to do something to get her to want to run you over with your own car. Not once, but twice, my guy. That is crazy. That is nuts. God damn. Woo. Oh my God, bro. The shit you guys be putting each other through in relationships is crazy. She wanted to downgrade from being girlfriend to being my exclusive bang buddy right before her birthday. She got a lot of gifts from guys I never heard about, including a trip to Bali from Texas. Told her that wasn't for me. Oh my God. She was sitting here like, hey, look, I think we should, instead of being boyfriend, girlfriend, we should just be, friends with benefits. What do you think about that? Like, that's great. That's fine. Okay, cool. And then she was just like, hey, we're good for Bali. And she went on a trip with another guy just so it wouldn't be considered cheating. Like she said, I'm going to put my man on the sideline real quick. I'm going to go do this thing with him, and then I'm going to come back and be like, yo, let's be in a relationship again. Just so it wouldn't count as cheating. That's wild. She was like, I ain't missing this opportunity. Fuck out of here. My boyfriend could never. He could never afford a trip to Bali. So I gotta finesse this in the right way to where I can get the trip to Bali, but I can keep my man at the same time. That's wild, man. That's wild. You women are scary. You guys are scary, bro. Damn. All right. She cheated on me with a coworker and with another guy I thought was a friend. She was unable to comprehend why I'd throw away the 4 years we had together. Yeah, that was her frame of mind. Not sorry about what she did, but upset that I couldn't just accept it and move on. Dang, bro. And she was just like, what do you mean? What? Why are you throwing away 4 years over me getting absolutely smacked up by my coworker and your friend? Oh, the justification is stupid. You know what I mean? Like in the moment, for some reason, that makes sense to her. But when you take it and put it outside the relationship and actually say it, like, oh, what do you mean? Why are you getting rid of 4 years of a beautiful relationship? All I did was get fucked by my coworker and best friend. It wasn't that serious. Like, come on. it doesn't amount to the 4 years that you and I spent together. Like, come on, isn't that more important? Like, no, not at all. Not one bit is that more important. But it's, oh God. Ah. This nigga just said, she cheated. Fuck you, Jessica. Oh, man. Fuck you, Jessica. All right. Shout out to the Jessicas out there, And damn, there's a lot of comments. They're like, fuck you, Jessica. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck that Jessica. All right. Fuck her. Because they threatened to break up with me first. What? He's like, oh, I should break up with you. Well, I'm breaking up with you. Goodbye. Like, what? Huh? What? Are we 5? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, okay. Sure. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Because I'm a dumbass and didn't want to marry her after 2.5 years of perfect relationship. I didn't want to have kids at that time, and she got really depressed. We broke it off. I was 27 when we broke it off, and sometimes I feel regret. Everything was going super good. We done lockdown 24/7 together. Never one dispute. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like you're just not in that place in your life, and you just don't want to go into that next step. I mean, it was only 2.5 years, so it's like, dude, chill out. It's only been 2.5 years. We can wait, And for me, I always look at it like that whole 2 to 3 years kind of thing. If a dude doesn't want to really, marry you or anything like that within 2-3 years, he's never going to do it. But it only had been 2.5 years. I understand if it was like maybe 3+ and then he didn't want to do it, I'd be like, okay, all right, I can see that. But yeah, I would love to know why he didn't want to marry her, though. You know what I mean? Like, did he feel like he just wasn't ready, or, was it that he didn't want that with her? He was like, I enjoy the relationship, but I don't want kids and marriage with you. I would want it with a partner that I find a little more suitable. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. I'm fixing to, because I can't live with someone like her. Terrible hygiene, brushes teeth only if she's going out, and maybe showers once a week. She will leave food out for days before either picking it up or saying something. She would rather sit around and play video games / watch TV or go out with friends than help me with chores around the house or help pay bills. I work around 60 hours a week, 10 to 12 hours a day, not including the commute. She works from home and works about half my work hours. I'm tired of taking care of someone like they're a child. We had an agreement to alternate chores, but I ended up doing 90% of them. Sex is almost non-existent, maybe once a month. And even then, she doesn't want to do anything and feels like I am having sex with a doll. After having several arguments about these things, I am done, not to mention the damage her animals, and friends have done to my house within 3 years. I have to replace all the carpet, replace a couple doors, replace blinds, and fix holes in my wall. So tired of how little effort she puts in. She complains about not doing things together, but I can't afford to pay 80% of the bills. Don't have the time to clean the house, spend time with my dying father, and work on my business, and go out without any help. She has maxed out my credit card and doesn't pay on it, even though we had agreed that she would only buy what she could pay for right now, then and there. She owes me and my father over $2,000. I paid for her modeling school, thousands of dollars that she does nothing with. I am tired of being a consistent problem, even though I am doing the stuff that she asked for and even more. I'm just done. God damn. Woo. That is crazy. Oh. Yeah, man, you that motherfucker, she gotta go. You gotta go, bro. I would be like, look, man, I'm done with you. My thing is, a lot of what he's doing, like working that much and, making the money and paying all those bills or whatever, most definitely. But the fact that, like, she's not giving anything back into the relationship, it's like, bro, I'm putting all this into the relationship and then you don't want to give anything back to me. You don't even want to have sex with me. You don't want to help with chores. You don't want to do anything. Like, you're at home all day, every day, because you work from home. You're at home. Like, bro, you should be cleaning all this shit up while I'm going to work 10 and 12 hour days. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? That is crazy. And then, she got animals that are fucking up his house, like holes in the wall, needing the carpet to get replaced. Like, yo, what in the hell? I would have rehomed them animals. Like, look, man, if these animals are going to be doing all this shit, nah, they can't be in here. I'm going to have to rehome them motherfuckers because they're putting holes in my wall, scratching up my carpet, all this other shit. Like, yo, that is wild. All right, we're going to do like 3 more. She asked to take a break, and then when the break ended and we got back together, I was just no longer interested. Yeah, man, look, if I'm being honest with you, that break honestly meant she was like, I'm going to go get me some wiener over here, and then that wiener was probably not the best, either that or he smashed and then dipped. And that's why she went back to you, dumbass. The fact that you went back to her after a break, bro, that's brave. If I'm being honest with you, that's brave. Because I wouldn't have. Fuck no. A break means we're done. Fuck out of here. No. Nuh-uh. Nah. Whoa. Cheated. Fucked me out of $2,000. Ruined my life. Then she married a redneck, ballooned up to 300 pounds, and had 3 ugly kids. So I guess I won in the end. God damn. Okay, hey, W-mans, I guess. Because now she's fat and ugly and got 3 kids. All right. I mean, she may feel like she won because she's like, yeah, I got a husband and I got kids. But hey, okay. All right, last one. Because she was only at her best when she wasn't the sickest in the room. When I got better, she was left with herself. Neither of us liked who we saw, but she was married to the destruction of alcohol because she thought it was the best she deserved. Whoa, she drank herself to death a couple of years ago. Wow. Damn, that's rough. Okay. Wow. And we're going to go ahead and end the thread there. Jesus. All right, let's go ahead and hope you guys enjoyed that thread. That was kind of a wild thread. It went from like, crazy up top to pretty stale at the end. But hope you guys enjoyed that thread. Let's go ahead and get into the announcements. Patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. $3 a month. Exclusive episode every Friday, being able to send in your scenarios and stories to the show and have them on there. We actually have 2 for today. And TikTok and Instagram if you want the clips. TikTok, we go live every Sunday at 5 p.m. So be there or be square. And if you want to be square, don't worry, I got you. Spotify and Apple Podcast. All the episodes will be there. Even the live episodes will be there as well. You'll be able to catch those Sunday. So if you missed the live, don't worry about it. The episodes will be there. You can check them out. But if you want to check us out live, like I said, follow us on TikTok, man. Follow us there, and come chat with your boy. We'll be talking. Be talking about scenarios, all that good stuff. So be there or be square. But yeah, I think that's about it. Spotify and Apple Podcasts, rate the podcast, please, because that rating helps a lot. All right. It helps a lot. But without further ado, let's get into the scenarios. We got our first one. Am I the asshole for interrupting my 50 female? Interrupting my daughter's sex because she was too loud. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so recently, my daughter was in a car accident and got out of the hospital 4 weeks ago. She unfortunately lost her leg, but all else is well. She's very insecure about her injury. And while in the hospital, only wanted her ex-boyfriend to sit with her. She begged him to take care of her while she recovered at home and agreed. They broke up the day of over dumb stuff and are essentially still together, which was made clear recently. This afternoon, I came home early from visiting family. When I came inside, I immediately heard my daughter having sex upstairs. I tried to go into our basement to avoid the noise, but still behind 2 floors and 4 doors, I still hear the noise. I waited at least 20 minutes before I went upstairs and knocked on the door and asked them to stop. They did, but my daughter was embarrassed and I could hear her crying. About 20 minutes later, her boyfriend came out and apologized and told me my daughter was not happy at all. I talked to her and she told me I should have just went outside or something. She's really upset about it and has me wondering, am I the asshole? That man, I can see why she went back to him, because that man must have been clapping them cheeks. Boy, woo! For her to be that loud through 3 floors and 4 doors, yeah. That man was clapping them cheeks, and then he was like, oh man, get your one-legged ass over here. I'm about to beat them cheeks. Oh my God. He said, get your one-legged ass over here. I'm about to beat them cheeks, girl. Oh my God. He was tearing that coochie up, bro. And she was mad as fuck. The daughter was like, God damn it, Mom, why would you break it up? It was so good. He was tearing that shit up. Because I don't got this leg, he's able to get in there in all kinds of different ways. Oh my God. Is the mom the asshole? Fuck no, bitch. That's my house. What are we talking about here? I ain't gonna go outside. Bitch, you fucking in my house. Go to his house if you want to do all that. You ain't no asshole. This is my house. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. No, this is my house. If you want to be in my house, you gonna be fucking, you gonna be quiet or turn the TV on or something. Shit. You know, ain't nobody trying to hear all that. Oh my God. That motherfucker was clapping them cheeks. Like there was no tomorrow. He was like, get your one-legged ass over here because I'm about to clap them cheeks. Jesus. All right, on to the next one. So, just this weekend, I, 26, met a beautiful woman, 35, on a plane, and we sat next to each other. I'm including the age just for a little more context. We spoke literally the entire flight, and I'm being completely honest, it generally felt like a movie. All right, so he's 26, she's 35. We were laughing and occasionally flirting as well. She was toughing my arm and all that type of stuff. Those are the signs, right? I mean, she took my number and we parted ways. I think she wanted me to kiss her, but my dumbass is a dumbass, so yeah. The next day she texts me saying how great it was and how great I am. But she's seeing someone and is happily with them. I respect that and said, thanks for being honest. Problem is, I literally can't stop thinking about what if. Granted, it was only a few days, so obviously it's still in my head. Do I text her admitting that, or I just leave her be? Damn, I mean, you could text her admitting that, but it ain't gonna go anywhere. You know, it's just not. You're gonna admit all that, and she's just gonna be like, "Aw, thanks." You know, like that's what you're gonna get, bro. You're gonna get a fat slapping of "aw, thanks." It was one of those things where you could have got it in the moment, and that was the only time you could have got it. You know, now it's too late. She's like, nah, you know, I'm glad that nothing happened. You know what I mean? Like, she's thinking about it like that now. She's probably like, I'm glad nothing happened. I'm kind of glad I didn't do it with him, because then I would have felt guilty and upset. And then, you know, I would have probably had to tell the guy I'm seeing, and that would have created turmoil there. So, you know what? I'm glad nothing happened. It was nice for what it was, and that's that. So if I'm being honest with you, look, man, you can do all that, but if I'm being honest with you, I wouldn't do it. I would just let it be, move on, And it is what it is. Keep in touch with her, of course, because you never know. You know, her and homeboy may have some issues, whatever the case may be, and kind of swoop in there and comfort the coochie. You know, you never know. She may need a penis to cry on. So if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do that. You can leave the door open like that. But I would leave it be. Just leave the door open. And like I said, when she needs a penis to cry on, you'd be like, hey, I got you, baby. I got some inches for you. So that's up to you though there, dog. All right, let's get on to the next one. Went on my first ever date. Not sure what I expected. To sum it up, it went horribly. Damn. Tragic. Probably the most tense 15 minutes I've ever experienced. God damn, that was a short date. 15 minutes? It was 100% my fault though. I objectively lack my objective lack of social skills kicked in, and I almost completely froze up, could not think of anything to talk about or ask her, and I felt like I had a gun to my head. What kills me is that she kind of saw what was going on and really tried her best to keep the conversation going, but it just wasn't happening because I was too busy getting vertigo and sweating like a pig. Ended up going to the bathroom to vomit, then made some shit up about having to pick up a friend, and I just got the fuck out of there after paying, of course. Right now, I'm trying to decide whether to text her and apologize or not. I feel pretty bad about wasting her time like that. Bro, that was a big L. All right. Why did you leave? Like, honestly, in those kind of moments, I always advocate for a guy to just admit to her, like, look, I'm sorry I'm not talking much. I am super nervous. You are super pretty. I was hoping that I had a lot of things to talk about, but I just don't really have a lot of things to talk about. First dates are kind of scary. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's the same for you. And, then she can be like, oh, yeah, I was kind of nervous too. I didn't really know what to expect too much. Like, I didn't know what I was going to wear, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, what you chose is great. Like, it's wonderful. Like, if I'm being honest with you, sometimes just being honest like that creates conversation, and it allows her to get in your head a little bit. Like, oh, okay, cool. He's as nervous as I am. Thank God. This is not just a one-sided thing, but it was such an L that you didn't really just be honest with her and give it a shot and try. I get it. In the moment, that's not what you're thinking. 100%. You're hyper fixating on other things, and you are so tunnel visioned, you can't really see and think about other things. But I would not text her back. I'd let her go. Yeah, you're done with her. All right, man, you're done with her. Let her go, because she's not going to call you back. Let's be honest. Okay. She probably was telling her friends, like, my God, this guy was fucking terrible. He couldn't keep a conversation. He couldn't do anything. And then he went to the bathroom. Then he comes back and he's talking about he had to go take a friend somewhere. And her girlfriend was just like, girl, he had nowhere to take that. He just didn't like you. He probably thought you was ugly or something. You know what I mean? She got a girl in her ear and all that kind of stuff. So you're done with her. Get you a new girl. And then the next time you feel that way, just be honest, bro. Just be honest. Like, hey, I'm nervous. I don't know what to really talk about. You're super pretty, this and that. So it's just like, and like I said, she's going to reciprocate it back because she's nervous too. Why wouldn't a girl be nervous to go on a date and, with a guy she doesn't know and, that she's trying to get to know? She probably really likes you, and that's the reason why she's on the date. That doesn't happen all the time, because sometimes we know girls out here be kind of sly with it, and they're like, oh, he's food guy number 8, but you know what I mean? For the most part, I'm going under the assumption that she likes you back, because it did seem like this girl actually liked you, just at the fact that she was trying to initiate conversation and stuff like that. Because a lot of girls ain't gonna initiate conversation, bro. They gonna eat that yummy ass food, and they're gonna be like, sweet, I'm going home and getting my pajamas, niggas. Thanks for the free meal. Let's keep it Adobe here. So yeah, that's just me, But you gonna do what you gonna do. All right, next one. My first time seeing a vagina in person. So, my first job I ever got was working at a local ice cream shop a few months before I turned 16. After I turned 16, turns 16 hours picked up, and I usually close several nights a week. Okay, so he picked up 16 hours. I usually close 7 nights a week. Pretty good ratio, more girls than guys. And when I started, the girls were required to wear little white dresses with an apron over the front. It was closing time, and I was down in the basement getting paper stock, and when I came up the basement stairs led straight up to the bucket room where we sprayed out the reusable ice cream buckets. One of the girls, Kristen, was in there spraying buckets. She was facing the basement door and holding the buckets to her side, spraying them with the hose while she was squatted down. This gave me a perfect view up her skirt, and it was the first time I saw a vagina in person. I don't think she realized I was there, and after 5 to 10 seconds, I moved on. Kristen was kind of a bitch, but she was sexy as fuck, and I definitely enjoyed and will always remember my first time seeing a vagina live in person. What in the hell? This man out here perving on chicks. He was like, oh damn, Kirsten. Oh shit. Bitch out here going to work commando. Respect. Respect to you, Kirsten. Goddamn, shout out Kirsten. Shit, going to work commando and shit. You know, my boy out there like, goddamn. Damn, girl, that coochie looking crazy. He's like, so that's what they look like, huh? Damn. That man saw a whole new world. Yeah. Man, it was like a whole new world. Man, that dude was just like, yo, that's wild. They look better in person than they do on the internet, I'll tell you that. Goddamn. Oh man, that's funny. All right. Did I dodge a bullet or not? I, 30 male, recently matched with someone on Tinder, and we were planning to go out to dinner. When we were discussing plans for dinner, she immediately asked if she could borrow money from me so that she could find someone to watch her kids. I immediately saw/perceived this as a red flag and blocked her because from my past dating experiences, I've been taken advantage far too many times. So you think I dodged a bullet or did I mess up? I personally think you did dodge a bullet because it's going to start with that. You know, it always starts with like some innocent. Oh, $20, $30 just to pay the babysitter, da-da-da. And then, let's go maybe like 3-4 months down the line and you're seeing this girl, $500 because I can't pay, this bill, or I can't pay my rent, or I need a little money to help with this. And you know what I mean? Like, that is a huge red flag, and it always starts small, especially something with money. And we haven't even gone on the first date yet, and you're already asking me for money? Yeah, nah. That's a finesse game if I ever heard it. That is a finesse game. She out here trying to finesse big time because, like I said, it starts small and then it's gonna get big to where she's asking for $500-$600. Oh, rent. Oh, a bill. Oh, this. Oh, that. So yes, I think you dodged a bullet. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about that one. I definitely think you dodged a bullet on that one. Okay, let's get into, I believe, yes, the second to last scenario. Am I the asshole for ghosting my boyfriend after he asked if he could cheat on me? Wow. This man's crazy. He said, hey, baby, can I have sex with another girl? Like, okay, let's read it. Let's see what's up. So, me and my boyfriend have been dating for a bit over a year and a half. A year ago, he met my parents around Christmas, and he asked to meet my extended family as well. They all adore him, and we have been in a good relationship so far. We currently live about 1.5 hours apart, and we are both still in school, so we'll see each other once or twice a month. Our intimate life has always seemed fulfilling to him. He was never really able to make me finish, but we are on vacation in 10 days and my parents have invited him to come along. Of course, I was really excited about this because my father is normally quite strict. I honestly thought I had it all. He was nice, caring, and he would game and call. Caring. He would game and call together every day. And we would game. And she put he. That's what threw me off. Okay, so we would game and call together every day when we would see each other, and we did fun activities, and we both met each other's family. His family adores me, and mine adores him. I lost my grandparents at a young age, so his family really felt like mine too. I know 1.5 years is not that much, but we really had a good connection. An hour ago, he sends me a text that he needs to tell me something. He asked if he could have intimacy with a girl in town just for the fun of it and to try it out. I love him deeply and I can't imagine my life without him because I really thought he would be the one I married. I didn't break up with him, but I don't know if I can get over this. I've just been ghosting him and I don't know what to do. He's blown up my phone, so my asshole for ignoring him. Oh my baby Jesus. Now look, I'll give him this. He asked you. He didn't do it behind your back. You know. So at that time, I'm not saying that just because he asked and, he was straight up, whatever, that she should be like, go ahead, have fun, do it. No, I'm not saying that. But at the same time, I'm saying that he's done something that honestly no other guy would do, if I'm being honest with you. And I think that's why she shouldn't break up with him, because he's honest enough to ask her, like, hey, she could say no. Like, you can easily say no. Like, hey, no, I don't want you to do that. I would feel some type of way about it, so on and so forth. I don't think she should be ignoring him. I think that's where she's kind of going wrong. It's like, don't ignore him. He is legitimately asking you this, and you tell him, hey, no, because this is how I feel about it. I wouldn't break up with him if I were her, because if you break up with him and then you go and date the next guy, this guy might not be honest. He might just go fuck homegirl and then come back to you and you don't even know, and then you find out later and then you're super hurt and upset and sad and crying and so on and so forth. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. I'm like, you got you a pretty good one where he did what probably 99% of other guys are not gonna do, if I'm being honest with you. I'm telling you, you break up with this guy now, and you get with the next man ain't gonna ask you. I'm gonna be straight with that. You got a 99.99% chance that motherfucker is not going to ask you, hey babe, can I fuck this other girl? He's just gonna do it. This guy was actually honest with you, and the fact that he was honest with you, I give him some kudos on that, man. Of course, you can say no and explain the feelings, like, hey, no, or you can let him do it. That's up to you, of course. I'm obviously under the assumption that you don't want him to do that. And so, that's why I say, hey, just say no and then tell him how you feel about it. You guys could just have a conversation about it. I don't think ghosting him is the right way to go about it, if I'm being honest with you. I really don't, because you're just making it worse. Because for him, he's just like, well, no answer means yes. Not necessarily all the time, but that he could take it that way. He could sit there and just be like, well, you didn't say anything. I asked you. Homegirl's not going to sit here and fucking wait forever. I don't know. That's just my thing. I just think, like, you should say no or say yes. Explain your feelings, whatever the case may be. And honestly, don't break up this dude, because I guarantee you he's a rare one, if I'm being honest with you. He's a rare one. He was honestly, I guess you'd say, brave enough to ask you if he could do this. Now, like I said, 99.9% of dudes are not going to do this. And if you break up with him and you get with next man, that guy ain't going to ask you. He's just going to fuck the random whore, and then you're going to find out about it later, and then you're going to be hurt even more, and you're going to be like, damn, I should have stayed with that guy because at least he fucking asked me. Just saying. I don't know. That's my 2 pennies. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about that one, because I think she got a good one, man. I think she got a good one, and she shouldn't let him go. A lot of girls do that, man. They be letting go of these good dudes, and it's like, yeah, he cheated, this and that, whatever. But if you could talk about it, you could talk it through and work it out. Why not? Why try and go be with another dude that's just gonna do the same shit? But hey, do what you gonna do. All right, last scenario for today. This one is a Patreon submitted scenario. So if you want to have your scenario put on Patreon or on the show, go to patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast, and $3 a month. You get an exclusive episode every Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenario or story, just like this one. The previous one was also a Patreon submitted. I was moving through the show. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. It is, I became the other woman in my friend's relationship. I-23 male became the other woman in my best friend 25 male's relationship. I guess he means the other guy, but okay. I know I'm an awful person. I don't deserve sympathy for what happened between us, but I just wanted to say that I'm planning to cut contact with him, and if I can, I'll talk to his girlfriend about what happened. I'm sorry. I feel like the guilt is killing me, and I don't know how to explain how it started. We have known each other since elementary school. He was one of the first friends I ever made. Since I was the new kid, I was so grateful he spoke to me. He was the one who stayed by my side no matter what. He stayed with me when people called me crazy or dumb. He stayed with me when I came out of the closet. I see. He was the one who cuddled me and comforted me when someone in my family died, or when girlfriends or boyfriends decided to break up with me. He stayed by my side for so long that I trusted him completely. So he didn't sleep with his girlfriend. Did he sleep with his friend? This is kind of juicy, because I'm like, he said he was there for me when I came out the closet, and then he referred to himself as the other woman. So it's one of those things where it's like, is his friend bisexual because he has a girlfriend, but then he ended up sleeping with his guy friend? We'll see. He invited me to his house. He told me that he needed help with some photos, and that since I had an OF before, I would be able to help him. I accepted. Between helping him and posing for some pictures myself, he kissed me. He was on top of me, but I'm aware that I could have pushed him if I really tried. Maybe I didn't push strongly enough. When we pulled away, he walked away, leaving me in his bed, and closed the door behind him. When he came back, he told me that I needed to leave. I don't know what happened. I felt the shame wash over me, and what? That's weird. He was the one that kissed him. So, because the friend was the one that kissed the guy that, came over. He was like, hey man, can you come over and help me out with these pictures, and all that kind of stuff. He's helping out with the pictures and stuff, and then he kisses him, but then he's just like, get out. And it's like, wait, what? You kissed me? Okay. I don't know what happened. I felt the shame wash over me, and I told him he needed to talk to his girlfriend, but he asked me to forget what happened between us. I accepted. If I'm honest, I felt so dirty. I didn't expect him to kiss me. I didn't know how to react other than push him softly, and then when he didn't move and didn't stop kissing me, going against everything I believe on, I kissed him back. I thought that he was straight. He never showed any indication of liking men. See, that's what I thought too. So, okay, we're all in the same bubble here. We all believe like, hey, I'm gay, you're straight, you got a girlfriend. But then all of a sudden you over here macking on your gay homie. And then you were the one that initiated the macking. But then you're like, get out. And it's like, Bruh, you asked me over here. You started macking on me. What you mean, get out? What? Couple of weeks pass, and he starts to talk to me again like nothing happened. Like he didn't kick me out of his house, and like he didn't kiss me. He invited me to lunch to talk and fix things between us, and I once again accepted. Maybe I was too trusting. Maybe I was hoping for his brother, they live together, to be there so he could actually talk without anything else happening. His brother wasn't there. As soon as I walked into his apartment, he had me pinned against the wall and was kissing me while putting his hands all over my body. I am deeply ashamed, but I have to admit that after some minutes, I kissed him back. We didn't sleep together. I pushed him away before that happened. I told him that this couldn't happen again, that I didn't like it when he kissed me, but as soon as he asked me why I kissed him back, if I didn't like it, or why I moaned when he touched me, I couldn't say anything. When he noticed how I couldn't say a word, he just smiled and asked me if I wanted to eat lunch together. I felt nauseous and decided to go home. I didn't like it when he was kissing me. I knew that this wasn't right, and even if it isn't an excuse, I couldn't stop my body from reacting to his touches. To be honest, I know it doesn't matter what I say. The damage is already done. He cheated, and I helped him do it. Once again, he told me not to say anything. He told me not to make him a cheater, but I can't keep quiet. I don't know his girlfriend. We haven't really met more than a few phone calls and chats over Discord. But I know she's a sweet girl and doesn't deserve to be hurt by him, and even less by me. How can I tell her that her boyfriend from 4 years decided to cheat on her with me? That nigga's gay. Man, how can I break the news with him, making it seem like I'm trying to steal him from her? I don't want him. I don't want to see him again. I was part of this, but our actions made me feel ashamed of myself and dirty, and he didn't help. Yo, that is crazy. First of all, your homie, what is up with that guy? How do you have a girlfriend and you've been seemingly straight all these years, because they met in elementary school, you're seemingly straight all these years, and then all of a sudden you just get it in your head like, I want to smash my homie. You know what I mean? Like, he's gay. He'd probably be down for it. Yeah, I'm going to smash my homie. And then it's like, all right, I need him to come over. Like, huh? And then on top of this, like, were you trying to have like both, like a girlfriend and boyfriend? Is that what you were trying to do? My thing is, like, I would love to have more information on the homie, because it's like, what were you doing? Like, from his assumption, he was thinking, yo, dude's straight. He's got a girlfriend. We're tight. I ain't got nothing, like sexual toward him. He obviously doesn't have anything sexual toward me because he's got a girlfriend, but apparently he does. So it's like, is it a bi thing? Or is it he's actually homosexual and he's just dating a girl to kind of, because it's like the normal thing. A lot of gay dudes do that. They will date a girl just because, it's kind of the normal thing. And then, but really they like men. And maybe he hasn't come out of the closet yet, but you have. And so maybe that was his way of being like, I'm out of the closet. I don't know. That is wild to me. That's kind of crazy, because you think you know somebody, you think you know somebody. He's probably known this person for 10 plus years, and all of a sudden you're just like, whoa, who the fuck are you? And then the fact that the dude kind of got turned on by it, he was just like, this is my friend. Holy shit. Man, because he was just like, what do you mean? You kissed me back. You moaned when I touched you. And he's like, oh, Jesus. I mean, yeah, I got, maybe. Like, I kind of did. I kinda, I don't know. Like, wow, bro, that's kind of wild if I'm being honest with you, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, personally, like I said, I've never been in a position like that. I've never even heard of it because when I saw I was the other woman, I so thought this was two girls. Oh my god, I thought this was two girls. And then when I found out it was two dudes, I'm like, yo, what? I thought it was a thing where there was a girl dating a guy, and then the girl's friend, you know, knew the boyfriend somehow, and he was probably just talking her up like, yo, I'm single now, me and your girl broke up, blah 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 blah, you know, or we're having hard times, whatever the case may be, you know, can you come out and drink with me, whatever, and, you know, can we just talk about it? And then they get drunk, and then, you know, they happen to just be blah, 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 and then one thing led to another kind of thing, and then she's like, oh my god, I had sex with my friend's boyfriend, like, I don't know. But no, this was completely on its head for me. That's why when I was reading through it, I'm like, this makes no sense. I like, what the fuck? And then when I saw that it was two dudes, I was like, okay, maybe he smashed his friend's girl. That, you know, and I was like, okay, this could make sense. He smashed his girl, you know, maybe something happened, whatever the case may be. It could have even been the scenario that I, you know, just created where it's like, you know, she's over here, oh, we're having hard times, blah, 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 and then they get drunk and one thing leads to another, and then blah, 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 and then, you know, he's like, fuck, why'd I do that? I shouldn't have did that, you know, that's not cool, blah, blah, blah. And that's what I figured. There was no way in hell I thought it was two dudes. It just did not cross my mind. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. You guys let me know what you think about that crazy scenario. I'm low-key a little mind blown. Maybe you guys are too, because man, we've covered some juicy stuff in this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the thread. I hope you guys enjoyed all the scenarios. Again, if you want your story and scenario to be featured on the show, patreon.com/Am I the Asshole podcast. If you are a Spotify or Apple Podcast listener, go ahead and just click that support the show link. It takes you right there. $3 a month, exclusive episode every Friday, and being able to send in your scenario. Please, if you are on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please rate the podcast. Please rate it. 5 stars is preferable, but, you know, go ahead and rate it honestly if you want to. Rating it helps the podcast a lot. It really does. It helps us get out there. It helps us get recommended to more people. So please do that. That's all I ask, is that you rate the podcast, honestly. TikTok and Instagram, if you want the clips of the episodes, that's where they're at. If you're, you know, more on Instagram than you're on TikTok, don't worry, I got you. All of them are there. If you are more on TikTok than you are on Instagram, then I got them there. But I would think about getting on our TikTok, because every Sunday, 5 p.m., we go live. So check us out there. Again, if you missed the live or if you come in halfway, don't worry about it. I'll have everything recorded, and it'll go up that Sunday, and you can listen to it on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts as well as YouTube. And I'll also be making clips of the live show as well to post on Instagram and TikTok. So I got you guys covered. Don't worry about it. You're not missing a thing over here. All you guys' support is kind of giving me the want to give you guys even more content, you know what I mean? So, you know, with these Sunday shows, it's like you guys get a Tuesday, you get a Thursday, and you get a Sunday show. Man, that's a lot. And then if you're on Patreon, you get a Friday show. So all the support that you guys have been showing has been amazing. Thank you guys so much. So like I said, if you're an audio listener, rate the podcast, download. If you're on TikTok, Instagram, if you just want the clips, follow us there. TikTok, we go live. But that's gonna be it for me for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.